Quite a bit bigger than I expected her to be. Looks like she's got 8 plates worth of weight. I was wondering why they were kind of slightly squishy. What is in the box? Welcome to this week's episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host, GQ. Today, we've got something that I've been waiting a year to get. So we're definitely going to be looking at this very awesome piece. It actually comes from a company called Premium Collectibles Studio, formerly known as Pop Culture Shock or PCS Collectibles. So we're going to just get right into it. Very heavy box. What we've got here is the Street Fighter Chun-Li Powerlifting quarter scale statue. I am definitely going to have to get this thing out of its box and just the styrofoam on the table. This box is too unwieldy, so second. All right, got the box out of the way. Overhead shot clearly shows that it's the Chun-Li powerlifting statue. Now, there's 3 different versions of this. I decided to get the exclusive one directly from PCS's website. I placed the order near the middle of January 2024, so of course it took about a year to get this, which is that's pretty standard, par for the course. Now, one thing I'm sure you guys have noticed, there is no art box for this at all. Unfortunately, at least in my opinion, PCS has decided to get rid of the art boxes. It's just more or less a standard, straight up delivery of the statues that they're going to have from now on. Which, again, that's obviously their choice. I personally like art boxes. It's good for photography and unboxings, but obviously most people aren't unboxing things, so they just want the statue. So I get it. I see both sides. This is cool though. It comes with an art print. Overhead shot can show it, but let's get in front of the box so you can kind of see it. Not signed, but that's okay. No big deal. I didn't even know the art print was going to be coming with it. What do we have here? This is the silver exclusive version, so I think I'm getting some type of coin, I believe was the additional thing. Huh. And they packed it with gloves. They're black gloves now instead of the white gloves that they used to have in there. For those that wonder why I wear gloves, they even recommend us use gloves for these things. So let's see. Is that part of that coin, or is that where a coin is supposed to be? I think there was kind of almost like a raffle type situation. Now, this is the certificate of authenticity for this particular statue, which is very awesome. Overhead shot can see it a little bit. Obviously, I'll have a close-up of it. It's a metal plate, which is actually very cool. It is numbered. I've got 128 out of 150, so the edition size for this particular one is 150. So 128 obviously is not too bad. I mean, again, I don't really get these hoping to get number 1 or anything like that, but it's actually very cool. And comes with a brush. Looks kind of like a makeup brush, funny enough, but this is actually a very, very good tool to have for your statues. So you can kind of dust them off without having to, heavily rub on them or anything like that. So you can kind of use that to kind of just lightly brush dust off of it. It basically just ensures that you won't, cause damage to your statue. So it's actually a really good package that they put in right off the bat. I also see that their embossed logo is a little bit different now. It's kind of this almost dragon phoenix design, which is actually very cool. Of course, it's embossed in here in the styrofoam. But now to the main event here. That is very big, actually. Quite a bit bigger than I expected her to be. And I'm perfectly fine with that because I'm gonna definitely have to find a spot for her. Because as you guys know from my previous unboxings, my first Pop Culture Shock piece was I guess it would be about a 10th scale Optimus Prime. After that, the next one I got was and of course I'll get you pictures of it. Laura Matsuda from Street Fighter V, and following that, Chun-Li from Street Fighter V, Morgan as a cosplay of Street Fighter V, Akuma, of course, from Street Fighter, and then I ended up picking up Chun-Li in the wedding outfit, and then Minot through Sideshow because they had a really good sale going on. So now we have Chun-Li and her weightlifting setup, which one of the things I mean, there's a lot of things I like about PCS, but one of the things that I thought was really cool is if you see a lot of Street Fighter statues and video game statues in general, it's usually tied to their more iconic look direct from the game. So they look very much like you see them in the game, and I get that. That's what people are used to seeing. That's what they're familiar with. What I like about PCS, at least their statue line, they're taking it for another step. Yes, they have already done Chun-Li and basically all of her mini outfits that she has. Okay, cool. So it does have the numbering on the bottom. But they've also gone beyond just what we know with her standard, Chinese dress and then the Street Fighter Alpha's bodysuit and all that sort of thing. They're going into this fitness powerlifting statue line, which I'll put some examples on screen. There's Chun-Li, there's 3 different varieties of her. I think the next one that's coming out is Cammy, and then they also have Ryu coming. And hopefully, I'm a member of a group on Facebook called the PCS Collectors Group. And it's a private Facebook group, but of course it's open to anybody that is a collector or whatever, or has an interest in collecting. And I'll put the page up on screen so you guys can kind of see what it looks like so you can find it. But the cool thing about that group is the owner and CEO of PCS. I'm not going to give his name out because I don't want you guys spamming him and trying to bug him about various stuff, but he's very active in that group. And what's cool about it is, I've personally mentioned that, hey, I'd like to see more Laura merchandise. We had a little quick discussion back and forth about why the swimsuit Laura so far is the only one, because unfortunately, as popular as she is to me, and for me it's kind of a no-brainer that a statue of a busty Brazilian girl would sell, apparently that statue didn't perform as well as they wanted it to, so far they haven't approached doing any more Laura merchandise. However, someone had brought it up beyond me, because of course I always bring it up, but somebody else had brought it up in there that, hey, we'd like to see Laura, maybe part of the powerlifting line, because that would be a cool way to get her and some more statues, because she only really has that one statue. So, and he seemed open to the idea, so I will definitely give him credit for that. One other message I will pass along if you join that group: if you order something and have an issue, don't bring it up in the group. Go to the customer service, and they have great customer service too, but go to the customer service for PCS's website. Don't use the group as kind of your message board to bring up customer concerns. So that's pretty much my, wouldn't say pitch, but I mean, like I said, I'm part of the collectors group, very active in that group, and I enjoy it. So just wanted to put that out there for anybody that is interested in maybe jumping into collecting, or you're already a collector and you haven't, you're not as familiar with PCS's statues. So let's get back to Chun-Li here. This base is heavy. I was wondering when I first picked the box up, because the story with the carrier that brought this is a whole nother thing. I'm not going to get into that rant here. If you guys, want to know more about it, maybe I'll talk about it in the comments, but I had to go pick this up directly from the carrier because of we'll leave it at that. So I was wondering why the box was so lopsided, but this base is very heavy. This base probably weighs at least, I want to say 10 to 12 pounds by itself. I think the entire package is about 26 pounds, so very heavy base there. So let's get Chun-Li out of here. So she's quarter scale, so she's going to actually, I think, funny enough, her quarter scale here seems to be a little bit larger than the other quarter scale stuff that I have. It's almost like she's very close to 1/3 scale as far as just her proportions. Feet. Yeah, it's interesting. She's in a weird spot as far as the scaling goes. Maybe it's because of the pose that they consider it quarter scale as far as the height, but her proportions and her head, just in general, look quite a bit larger than quarter scale, which is fine. You know, whatever, I'm not complaining. Let's see here, she pegs in here. Always very important to line up those pegs and those keys as straight and, this one, wide to this side. All right, got her protein drink there. And she is putting on, it looks like she's got 8 plates worth of weight. So her nickname is the world's strongest woman. She is trying to prove it right here. We will see how much weight she's pushing in a moment. Let's get all these pieces in place first. Turntable out here and get her in position, and then we can kind of work on getting the rest of her set up, done. Yeah, she is definitely heavy. I don't even know if she's gonna be able to fit on my motorized turntable, let alone spin, because she's definitely got some weight to her. They always say Chun-Li's weight is a secret, but a little bit extra weight there, girl, which is fine. All right, let's see here. Keys in, the way it figures, this positioning is the concern. All right, that's in. Now for the plates. Oh wow, okay. 45-pound plates is what she's lifting. So she is pushing 360 pounds worth of weight. Hey, I mean, it is what, actually, hold on, I could be, am I wrong there? Nope, 360 pounds of weight, that's awesome. So finally get in there. There we go. All right, that's one. Ah, they are plastic. Kind of a little bit of, no, that's fine. I was wondering why they were kind of slightly squishy. They're kind of plastic, kind of, you know, squishy plastic. But that makes sense. You know, it makes it a little bit easier for them to put that on there. Obviously, they don't want these carrying a ton of weight. So, yeah, that's definitely closer, in my opinion, to third scale size. Obviously, you guys know me. I will definitely get you more close-ups and photos and all that other good stuff. But we'll just give her a quick spin on the turntable here, just so you can kind of get an idea of how she's looking. Of course, comes with her cell phone and her protein shaker. And yeah, I picked this particular one. It's a kind of a look based off of her battle dress outfit from the game, which is black and gold with some red accents. So of course she's got a, you know, black tank top on, black and gold shorts, and then underneath, I guess the sports bra or whatever you would call it is red. Of course the weights themselves are red. Her cell phone is black and gold, and her cup is also black and gold. So they did a really good job with this. Styrofoam remnants everywhere, but they did a really good job with her likeness. I mean, again, Chun-Li's got a million statues, much to my, well, again, I'm not hating, but I mean, Chun-Li obviously has been around for, God, 1991, I believe is when Street Fighter came out. So, yeah, Chun-Li's been around for, actually no, Street Fighter had to start earlier than that, because I think Street Fighter had a 35th anniversary recently. Or maybe that was just the brand. But yeah, Chun-Li's been around for over 30 years. So it's understandable as to how, you know, she's an iconic character from Street Fighter, so she's gonna have more merchandise than most other characters will. But hopefully, PCS will bring out that Laura statue for this same line. Obviously, hopefully a different pose. Because I think Cammy is also in a squat pose as well. Ryu is doing kind of curls. And so it'd be good to see other poses, other, you know, workout routine. I mean, again, I don't mind the powerlifting. That's actually really cool. So hopefully they'll do something with Laura in the future. Got more than I expected. Like I said, did not know the art print was going to be coming. The metal certificate of authenticity is very awesome. It's not as displayable as my other certificate of authenticity from the company, but I get it. They're doing things that make sense for them from a financial standpoint, so I completely understand. All in all, very definitely pleased with this. So, if you guys are interested in PCS collectibles, obviously, like I said, check out their website and check out the Facebook group if you're still using Facebook or Meta or whatever people want to call it these days. And also, while you're in the checking out mood, consider going over to Twitch or through YouTube and check out the Culture Junkies live show. That show happens every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We talk about a huge range of topics on that show. Obviously, I'm the resident collector on that our podcast. So anytime anything interesting is going on in the world of collectibles, I'm usually very willing to talk about it. Of course, you guys as the viewers can participate in the live chat, and during the live chat, obviously we can pull topics and talk about things that you guys want to talk about right then and there live on the show. So I enjoy doing the show. My friends enjoy doing the show, and we hope you guys enjoyed the show by tuning in and checking it out. And if you've enjoyed this video, like what I'm doing so far, consider leaving a like and subscribe to the YouTube if you're not subscribed. Of course, that's free to subscribe, so appreciate that. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when these unboxings are going to be coming out, and also when our live show replays are going to be posted, and we've got some video game streaming and other stuff coming in the near future. So once again, for the PCS Collectibles Street Fighter Chun-Li powerlifting statue, I'm GQ, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for checking out this video today. If you would like to support the Culture Junkies, consider going to the Patreon, which is patreon.com/culturejunkies, and becoming a supporter through Patreon. You can also, if you enjoyed the content, please consider giving us a like or leave a comment on the video. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's anything that could be improved or changed. And also, if you would like to see more of this content, check out the video on your left for more unboxing videos. And if you want to check out the live show, our latest episode is right there on your right.